Hi and welcome back to my channel. Please ignore my red nose. I've just been picking at my black head, which I should not have done before I started filming the video. But today I am so excited because I'm going to be doing a full face of Technic makeup. So I got sent a huge parcel of their things to try. I think I'm going to have to do like a couple of looks with all this stuff because there's so much. There's so much things that I want to try and different looks I want to try and lips and stuff like that. So I think I'm going to have to do like a couple of looks, but we'll see what we get up to today and what we create today. And if there's any other products in here that you want to see videos on or certain looks with or anything like that, or reviews, or like if you want me to do like a foundation Friday on any of the foundations that are in here, then please do let me know because I'd love to do that for you. But yeah, let's just get into it. For anybody who don't know who Technic are, they are an award-winning cosmetic brand in the UK, and it's ideal for makeup lovers because if you go into your more affordable stores, and they do sell it online as well, I'll leave links below to all the products that I'm mentioning, but they do like affordable dupes for high-end products. So when you can't afford, for instance, if you can't afford like an Anastasia contour palette, or if you can't afford the NYX one, which obviously I know is still pricey even though it is NYX as well and it's meant to be like a drugstore price, you can get it for such an affordable price. And I cannot wait to try these out. They do dupes for Benefit, they do dupes for products like Laura Mercier's highlighting powder, as you can see by the pattern in this one here. They even have dupes for like Sleek's highlighter palettes, which obviously I know Sleek's palettes aren't the most expensive thing ever, but still £9.99 for a highlighter palette is still a lot of money. So they do such an array of products and dupes of products, and obviously they have their own like products that is their own as well. They're not like a full-on dupes kind of brand. Oh, I can't wait to get these on my eyeballs. Okay, let's get into this. For primer, I'm going to be using the Technic Strobe FX cream. This is a highlighting cream, and I think the Catching Rays is the shade that I got, and this was the lighter shade because, as you can probably tell, I'm quite pale. So I'm going to put some of this. Ooh, that looks nice. I'm going to put this all over my face, but concentrating it more on the cheeks really. That is like shimmery. It's got quite a lot of glitter in it, which I don't mind because obviously it's going underneath anyway. I don't know if you can see it on my hand. It is really shimmery and really glittery, and it's quite like moisturising and a little bit tacky. I'm going to put some down my neck as well to give me a bit of a glow. But because it's quite tacky, it probably means that it'd help with your foundation to make it last even longer. So I'm going to apply the eyeshadow first, and I'm going to have taken the Pro Blending Brush. Ooh, that is really fluffy. I have two little palettes to try out eyeshadow wise. We have this big bad boy here, which is the Eyeshadow Treasury, and it's got 24 eyeshadows and a huge mirror and a double-ended brush in it as well. So it just looks like this. So the brush that you get in it is kind of like a flat brush, and then the other side is kind of like a flat kind of angled one. I guess that could be like good for underneath your brow bone, packing on some colour. I wish this was kind of more fluffy like this one. I think it would be easier to use. But I am going to be using some of their foundation as a primer for my eyelids. This is the Colour Fix Full Coverage Foundation, and I got mine in the shade, I think this is the Cafe or Latte, something like that. I like that it's got a little stopper on it, by the way. That's really posh. So I'm going to put a little bit in the back of my hand. Ooh, that was a lot more than what I wanted. I'm actually going to use the flat end of the brush that comes in the eyeshadow palette to put this on. Wow, I think this will be full coverage. And then taking the flat end of the brush that comes in the palette, and I'm going to be taking this creamy colour, it's like a yellowy creamy colour, and I'm just going to apply this all over just to set that foundation. So I really want to use this colour in the palette here. This, oh my god, let me swatch it for you. This whole palette is like amazing, but oh my god, that shadow, I don't know if you can see like the reflex in it, but it's like reminds me of the blue brown pigment from MAC, which obviously is way more expensive than this. You see like the different colours and it reflects. So pretty. There's so many colours in this palette that I really want to try. Like, how stunning is that? Such pretty colours. I don't know what I want to use though. So I want to apply this one all over my lid. So I'm going to go in with a light crease colour to begin with from this palette, which I'm going to take this one here, and I'm going to take in that Pro brush to blend that in. And then I'm going to take it in a smaller, fluffier brush with this darker shade in the palette here, and I'm going to put this lower in the crease. Just, oh, that is pigmented. I was not expecting that much. It's just to build up a little bit of definition. I'm going to take that other brush to blend it out because that bad boy was pigmented. Then I'm going to take an even smaller brush and I'm going to take this colour here and I'm going to put this on the outer V. Ignore this bit, by the way, because we just clean that up afterwards. That's why it's always nice to do it before you've done your foundation, because you can make a mess and not really care about it. And then taking the last brush that we just used for the darker crease colour, I'm just going to kind of blend and pat that in so there's no like harsh lines, and then we can go in with that beautiful blue brown kind of shade. So I'm going to go in with the brush that came in the eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to be using the Baked Eyeshadows. This is the Colour Max Baked Eyeshadow palette. And first I'm going to go in without wetting the brush, but to be fair I would normally wet the brush anyway, but just so we can see whether it transfers on the eyes as good as it swatches. I've got high hopes for this, I really hope it doesn't let me down. Okay, so that's pretty. I think for you to see the shift in the colour, I think you're going to have to wet your brush so it picks up the blue part too. So we've taken some priming water from Primark. That is stunning. Considering that is such a dark shade, there's actually not that much fallout. And when you flick it, it goes straight away, so that's a bonus. So I'm going to be taking the tip of this fluffy brush and this shimmery colour here, and I'm going to apply this underneath the brow, on my brow bone. I don't actually have any products for my brows in this testing video, so I will be applying my own products to my brows shortly. And I'm going to put a little bit of that actually just in the inner corners. I don't know how this brush is going to be in the inner corner, but we'll try. Just to kind of brighten it up with it being just like a dark colour on the lid. Next up, we're going to be trying their Skinny Liner, and obviously I got this in the shade Black. I am so excited to use this. But yeah, I'm going to put some of this on my eyes. I find felt tip liners so much easier to work with. So I've got two foundations to try. I'm not too sure which one to try because that one that I used as a primer looked really good. So we have a Colour Fix Full Coverage Foundation, and we also have the Matte Mineral foundation as well. I'm going to try the full coverage one today. I'll do another video testing the other one, but we'll try this full coverage one today. With me filming, I thought I'd try the fuller coverage one out. I've gone for quite a thick eyeliner today. It just kind of happened. I've got two pumps of the foundation in the back of my hand. I'm just going to dot this all over my face like I normally do. I've put my brows on. That eyeliner, do you know what? It's really good to, if you go wrong, it's really good to correct with. I just used a little bit of oil and took like the excess off, and then it went straight back on perfectly. So I was quite impressed by that. I think it's goes just a titchy little bit bumpy over a little bit of glitter. So do bear that in mind if you're wanting to put it on top of like a glittery look. And I'm just blending this in with a flat top brush just off eBay as well. I don't know why it's making me look so white. I don't look like this in person, but this is what it looks like with two pumps on. I'm going to put a little bit underneath my eyes and see what it's like, because I don't have a concealer to try from them. So we'll see whether this gives us some coverage. I was really impressed by that eyeshadow brush, by the way. Really impressed by that. Oh, it actually has given me coverage. Ah, okay, I'm going to use that for underneath the other eye as well. You can still see like a little bit of redness, a few little blemishes. So I'm going to go in with just a little bit of extra of the foundation and just put it in the areas that I think just needs just a little bit more, just because I have been picking at my spots recently, which is really bad. But I like that my freckles still show through a little bit as well. And I'm just going to be using my sponge to blend all this out. I feel like it's gone on the skin really, really, really well. I actually, I'm not going to lie, I didn't think this was going to be good. I'm not going to lie. I thought the foundation would have been the one part of the whole thing that I probably wouldn't have liked, which is why I asked for 2. I got to pick which products I got, by the way, just to let you know, because obviously they did send it out to me. But yeah, I didn't think, that's given me so much more coverage putting that little bit of extra on, just using it as like a little bit of a concealer. I didn't think I would like this, but I actually am really impressed by it. I don't know why I'm looking like a ghost on camera. I promise you I do not look this pale in real life. It's kind of like a powdery finish, but because I've put that highlighter on underneath, it does look really glowy. It has clung to a little bit of the dry patches on my skin, on my nose, but I'm not going to lie, most foundations do that, just because I need to have like more, I need to exfoliate more basically. I need to exfoliate on the daily, or start using like a brush to wash my face or something, because my nose is always really bad for dry patches. But what I'm going to do is I have 2 of their loose powders. So I have this one, which is the same shade as the foundation, and I have this one which I bought with my own money, and you'll have saw me do a first impressions video on this before and I was blown away by it. I was really impressed. I had a really bad concealer that I used, or a really bad like highlighter thing that I'd used, and it did not look good at all. It was really, really bad, and this powder somehow managed to save the day. So it's just a translucent one, so I'm going to be using this underneath my eyes and in my T-zone, and then I will use the other one for the rest of my face, and just using that sponge again. I'm going to do a little bit of a bake. And instead of the sponge, I'm going to take a Real Techniques powder brush, and I'm just going to loosely like flick this all over the skin, if that makes sense. So we have 2 different highlighters that we can play with, and in this one here, this is the Stroke Kit. This is cream and powder highlighters, and this is in the shade Blush, and this looks very, very, very similar to the Sleek palette. And when I've swatched it, the colours are exactly the same. This one is just, I feel like you just need to apply a little bit more to get the same pigment as the Sleek one, but for the price difference, like, and you get way more in this one as well compared to the Sleek one. So come see, come say, whatever you think is best for you, but I think to add a little bit extra on, it's not bad. And we have, I think this colour, the one that I want to really, really try. And then the other one is the Get Gorgeous highlighting powder, and I got this is the lightest shade, and it just looks like this. So that's the swatch. I don't really know if you can see that because it's such a light colour, but this one definitely feels more creamier than the palette, but the palette one looks more intense, so I don't know which one I want to try. I think I'm going to try this one, just so I can see how it applies, and obviously I know what the Sleek one's like because I do own the Sleek one. So I'll see whether it looks as good as what the Sleek one does. And maybe we can try this one in another testing video. Let me know if you want to see that. I love affordable brands like Technic. I just feel like this is what, especially as a student as well, or even people that just don't want to spend a ridiculous amount of money on makeup. So yeah, I'm going to be taking a brush and just dusting off that bake. And I think we'll contour first actually before I put this highlighter on. Your skin feels so much smoother when it's been baked as well. I just love it. So we have the brand new Colour Fix No. 2 Pressed Powder Contour Palette. So it's smooth application, blendable matte powder for a professional finish. And it does actually have like a slight highlighty shade in this as well. This is what it looks like. It's meant to be obviously very, very similar to the NYX one. So I think I'm going to be taking the Pro Blusher brush, and if you know me, I typically use big brushes like this, like the Real Technique one as well, which are meant to be for blusher. I use it for bronzer, so I'm going to use this one for bronzer 2 to bronze up my face. And I'm going to take this colour here. Ooh, that looks pigmented. Ooh, that is pigmented. And you took a tiny little bit as well. What's really good about this brush, I don't know if you can see, but it kind of comes thin, like a thin point, instead of it being like big and fluffy like this Real Technique one is. So it is really good for getting that contour in. I mean, look, can you see that difference? Oh my god, this could be like my new bronzer brush. I'm so impressed. And I took a little mix of these 2 warmer shades and I just kind of lightly put that over my cheeks just to give it a little bit more colour before I go in with the blusher, because if you know me, you know that I love quite like a brown kind of cheek and not really like a bright pink blusher person. Honestly, I'm so impressed by this. And of course you do have these other shades if you want to set underneath your eyes or anything like that. I'm going to try it, even though I know we have just baked, just to see whether it actually brightens, because my under eye area looks so dark at the moment. I'm impressed, I'm impressed. For blusher, we have this palette here. This is new as well. This is their Colour Fix Blush palette, and it just looks like this. And this top colour here is really calling my name. So I'm going to try this with my Real Techniques multitask brush, which is what I always use for my blusher. I might even dib and dab between them two. Ooh, that's pretty. If you know me, you know I'm not a big blusher person, so I probably wouldn't use these other ones as much, but they will make amazing eyeshadows. And I've been looking for like, because do any of you watch Chloe Martin? I love her. She's like a big YouTuber in Ireland. Correct me if I'm wrong. She always does like absolutely stunning hot pink eyeshadow looks, so that'll be perfect for that. She is stunning, by the way. Okay, I'm really impressed by that. And that's quite a lot of colour on my cheeks for me, considering I'm not a big blusher person. Quite proud of myself. And now for the start of the show, I'm hoping. This is the, obviously, highlighter palette I was talking about. And I'm just going to be taking my Morphe M501 brush. Let's try this bad boy out. Ooh, that is pretty. Ooh, can you see that? It does not apply rough at all, because it sounds quite rough when you put your brush on it, and when you swatch it with your finger it feels quite rough. Like if I saw that in the shop and I felt it, I'd be like, oh no, don't think I want to try that. But it's good. I was a bit speechless there. I do feel like you need to kind of like pack it on, but it doesn't look like you've packed it on, if that makes sense. Like, it's one of the ones for like buildable, so if you're like a girl who wants it a little bit buildable and have like a bit more play with it, that'll be perfect for you. I don't think it's coming up as good on camera, but trust me, it's beautiful. Okay, so I think we're getting to the end now, girls and boys. We have 3 lipsticks and a lip gloss, and I really want to try this lip gloss, so I think what I'm going to do is I'll show you the lipsticks that I do have, and I will leave all of the colours that I have down below. Everything will be linked down below, all the names to everything, because the only thing is with these lipsticks is I don't actually have these shades on them, so I can't tell you what they're called, but I will look them up and be able to remember. So I've got like a dark kind of plummy colour, which reminds me of MAC Rebel. We've got like a nude kind of colour, which I think is the one I'm going to go for, and then kind of like a burgundy red colour. I'll swatch them on my hand. These are what they look like, and these are the Colour Max lipsticks, and these are all matte. So this nude one would be absolutely stunning with this bad boy on top. I can't wait to put these on. This is their Lip Pearl lip gloss. So this is what it looks like with just the lipstick on itself. It's stunning. Do you know what? It'd be absolutely stunning as well. Keep saying the word stunning, sorry. It'd be really nice with a darker lip liner around the outside as well, to just really make it pop that a little bit more than it already is. But I'm going to be putting the Lip Pearl on top, but I'm just going to focus it on the middle of my lips. Ah, so beautiful. They've got a really nice smell to these, by the way, and the lipstick as well. Oh my god, I'm so impressed. That is such a stunning colour. My mum saw this as well and she was like, I've not saw them before. Because my mum works in TK Maxx and you can get all of these products in TK Maxx. So when we saw this, and obviously when I picked it, I was like, Mum, you are going to love this. She absolutely loves glossy lips. So when I picked this, I said to her, you're going to absolutely love this when it comes. And when it came, she was like, I've not saw that before, I want that. So I think me and my mum will be borrowing this. And I think we're going to have to order some more colours because that is stunning. It's not sticky at all as well. And because it's got glitter in it, I can't feel anything. So that is the final look. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see anything else used, whether it's a different lipstick look, whether it's a different eyeshadow or whatever, a bright pink blusher look, whatever you want me to do, please let me know in the down bar. I upload on Wednesday, Friday and Sundays, so don't forget to hit subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for Technic for sending over these products to me. I've just put my hand in that lipstick, oops. I've had such a good time trying these out, and I can't wait to try out the brush cleanser that they sent me as well, because now obviously I got dirty brushes. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll hopefully see you in my next video. Bye guys.